Free things to do in London that are worth it. I'm often asked if it's possible to experience the city without the London price tag. The answer is yes, there are tons of free things to do in London that are worth it. But you need to know which spots and places to go in London that aren't tourist noise. If you're visiting for the first time, you will be excited to know that some of its best experiences here don't cost a thing. In fact, if you know where to look, you'll find stunning views, historic sites, and hidden gems, all without spending any money. Based on all these years, I've put together a list of what I think would be the most appealing to someone who had limited time in town and wanted to make the most of it. And if you live here already, please add in the comments any additional free things to do in London that you love too. So the first place is St. Dunstan in the east. Tucked between modern buildings, St. Dunstan in the east is a peaceful retreat from the city's noise. Once a church, it was nearly destroyed in the Blitz. Instead of rebuilding, London turned it into a public garden. Ivy drapes over the ruined walls, and benches invite you to sit and soak in the atmosphere. Instagrammers love it, but every time I've been, it's been quiet and respectful. It's also just a short walk from the Tower of London, Monument, and Sky Garden. Free things to do in London. Museums and galleries. London's museums are easily some of the best in the planet. And as my British friends would say, they should be. We've stolen the world's best items. Anyways, they are kind of right. Most people planning their first London trip don't know that many museums and galleries are completely free. You could spend days exploring them. It's important to note that they always have special exhibitions. You would need to pay for those and book them in advance. Actually, since COVID, you need to book your regular visits ahead of time too for the best experience. I know that may be surprising, but if you don't book your time slot ahead of time, you could be waiting in a long queue. If you're like me, that's not something you want to do when you're on holiday and have limited time. These are the most popular. British Museum, home to the Rosetta Stone and Egyptian mummies. Natural History Museum, dinosaurs, gemstones, and a life-sized blue whale. V&A Museum, art, fashion, and design from medieval treasures to modern couture. National Gallery, masterpieces from Da Vinci, Van Gogh, and Turner. Tate Modern, contemporary art in a converted power station. Science Museum, interactive exhibits and fascinating inventions. Museum of London Docklands, the history of London's riverside from trade to W2. Queen's House in Greenwich, a former royal residence turned art gallery. Imperial War Museum, war history and thought-provoking exhibits. Wallace Collection, a stunning townhouse filled with fine art and furniture. Sky Garden and Horizon 22, free views of London. Want panoramic views of London without paying for the view from the Shard? Sky Garden and Horizon 22 offer incredible cityscapes for free, but again, you need to plan ahead. Sky Garden, you'll find it at the top of the Walkie Talkie building. It's a lush indoor garden with sweeping views. Tickets tend to be released on Mondays. So check early in the morning about 2 months before your visit. Walk-ins are possible, but not guaranteed, especially for groups. I've compared Sky Garden to Horizon 22 in this video. You can watch for a side-by-side look to determine which one might be best for you. Horizon 22. This is London's highest free viewing platform. It's lesser known than Sky Garden, but arguably offers better views. You'll need to book weeks in advance for guaranteed entry. This one opens its booking system a lot earlier than Sky Garden. Platform 9. Read of Fear. Is it worth the hype? If you're a Harry Potter fan, then this should be on your list. But first, let's be clear. Platform 9 3-4 isn't real. The actual filming location for Harry Potter was between platforms 4 and 5 at King's Cross, but for fans, the trolley installation at St. Pancras International is a fun photo op. Expect a queue unless you go early or late. Next to it, the Harry Potter shop is well-stocked but pricey. Most of what they sell can be found on Amazon. So if you're visiting and short on suitcase space, you may want to skip big souvenirs. Free things to do in London. Visit Neal's Yard, hidden in Covent Garden. Neal's Yard is one of the most colorful spots in London. It's tiny, but worth a visit for its handful of independent shops and cafes. For breakfast or brunch, 26 Grains is fantastic. It's known for wholesome, Scandinavian-style dishes and excellent coffee. Free things to do in London. Visit Greenwich. Greenwich has more free things to do in London than you might expect. It's ideal for couples, solo travelers, and families. You could spend an entire day here without spending much at all. Greenwich Park, stunning views over London from the top of the hill. Queen's House, a free art gallery in a former royal residence. The Painted Hall, free certain days, often called Britain's Sistine Chapel. Cutty Sark Gardens, a great riverside spot to relax. Queen Elizabeth Rooftop Garden. South Bank has plenty of riverside attractions, but one of its hidden gems is Queen Elizabeth Hall's rooftop garden. It's an urban oasis with great views over the Thames, and hardly anyone knows about it. Free things to do in London. Final thoughts. If you know where to look, you can find a lot of free things to do in London. Whether you're looking for history, views, or hidden gems, you don't always need to spend a fortune to enjoy the city. Have you been to any of these spots? Which do you think is most worth visiting? Let me know in the comments.